The internet loves thirsting over cowboys, as do I, to be honest, from characters such as Arthur Morgan and John Marston from Red Dead Redemption to 𝗀 Cassidy in Overwatch, Agent Whiskey from Kingsman, which admittedly I had to throw in there just simply because I love Pedro Pascal, and so many more. So I have got the perfect game today for all you cowboy lovers. But if you're new here, howdy, my name's 𝗪𝗪𝗏𝗏, but you guys can call me K, and I play everything from indie horror games to dating sims. And today we're playing a cowboy dating sim, if you could not guess already, called Love and Fool's Gold. It is just a demo, but I'm very excited about this game. It looks very interesting and I love cowboys myself too. But before we get started, I am going to have to sadly remove the cowboy hat just so I can actually put my headphones on, as I don't think they'd fit otherwise. I do wish I could have kept it on though. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's start Love and Fool's Gold. Okay. Let's pick the girl. She's pretty. I mean, they're both very pretty. Oh, okay. So we've got two names here that we can pick already called Jolene or Casey. But I'd like to put in my own name. Kay. Your name is Kay, is that right? Yes, it is. A lifetime of irresponsible pursuit has, at last, left my body frail. Indeed, my time is near, I can feel it. And when it comes, I will embrace those cold hands. I will welcome their mercy as they absolve me of my terrible work. What comfort, mother, that I may escape this cruel deserved reckoning. What magnificent injustice. Okay, this has got a very dark start. I was not expecting this. Instead, my legacy will outlast my body and brain, and long after they grow cold, the eternal flame will ask the question, was it worth it? What is going on? And silence will answer. Why has he got like antlers through him? Forgive me. Oh, okay. There's drama already.
𝗀𝗃𝗏 Creek.
Oh.
A town looms before you in the distance, shimmering in the dry summer heat like a mirage.
Oh my god, can we romance the narrator? He's got a really nice voice.
You've ridden 5 days straight, chasing nothing but the promise of wealth. They said the bounty was big, bigger than anything you'd seen before.
Are we a bounty hunter?
Little 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏, they call him. Not much of a name for someone worth that kind of gold. But then again, this is Cortez Creek, a place where they say gold flows from its mountains like water. A place where fortunes are made. And boy, do you need that fortune. Your horse whinnies beneath you.
Oh, hi,
His
Hussy.
coat slick with sweat. You pat his neck apologetically.
Not long to go now, boy. You've done good.
Oh my god, I didn't realise that we were going to have a voice.
The poor thing deserves a break. You both do.
Look at the town, look at the wanted poster, look at your purse. Let's look at the wanted poster.
Little 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Okay, wanted 6,000 for the capture, dead or alive. For murder, armed robbery, arson, kidnapping, graffiti, fearmongering, extortion, and more. My god, he has done it all. Report to Sheriff Hargreave, Cortez Creek, Little Louis Shepherd. Capture, dead or alive, of one of Louis Amos Theodore Shepherd, also known as Little Louis, for countless crimes against Cortez County. 6,000 reward.
One of her so many crimes, I couldn't even list them all on the poster.
Yeah, you're
How did
telling
one
me.
guy commit all those offenses?
Oh, I just need to take a moment and say I love our voice and our design.
Must be some kind of mastermind. You never even heard of the guy.
This guy's voice is so nice. Whoever is narrating this has done such a good job. And we're only like a minute into it. Okay, let's look at our purse.
You glance at your purse, pulling it open just enough to peer inside. Pathetically empty. Barely enough to last a week, at a stretch.
Okay.
It's been a rough few months, truth be told. Every bounty you've chased lately seems to get snatched up before you can even draw your gun.
Okay, so we are a bounty hunter then.
That's why you rode all the way out here, for the bounty on little Louis Shepherd. And this time, you need to be the one who collects.
Okay, let's look at the town.
You squint into the distance, just able to make out the shape of Cortez Creek. The town has a rare reputation of experiencing not one, but two gold rushes. Its first is said to have taken place in the 1840s, where the gold was harvested right from the creek that gave the town its name. But now, you hear it's enjoying a second gold rush. Unprecedented levels of gold, being mined straight out of the mountainside. That kind of wealth probably explains the size of the bounty on little Louis.
Okay, let's just keep riding now.
You decide to keep riding.
I've got to say, as well, not only is the voice acting so far been really, really good, but the art style is beautiful. I am already a fan,
You dig
and we've
your
just
heels
started.
into your horse, urging him forward. It's the last stretch now. No more time to waste.
All right, Cortez Creek, let's see what you got for me.
Oh, scared me a little. Oh, this has been chef's kiss so far. I am very excited to play this game. I feel like it's been going really underrated at the moment. I haven't seen too many people play it. Okay, there is blood everywhere. Cortez Creek, 1871.
Your horse trots into town, his hooves kicking up little clouds of dust with each step.
So this is Cortez Creek, huh? For a so-called wealthy town, it's...
Disappointing, not what I was expecting. If it is a wealthy town, this is certainly not what we were expecting. For there to be blood everywhere.
Well, it's clearly seen better days.
A pair of drunk men stagger out through the swinging doors of a saloon. Red graffiti is scrawled on the side of a house, half scrubbed away and splintered. Everything reeks of whiskey, dirt, and sweat. You reach the stables by the side of the town and climb down from your horse.
I don't see anyone.
Call out, look around. Let's look around. We're new
You
here.
glance around for a stable hand, but there doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Don't want to be shouting out. We've just got here making a scene. We are a bounty hunter, so I feel like we should keep a low profile, maybe.
You settle for tying him to a hitching post a little down the street.
This'll have to do for now.
Your horse whinnies, tossing his head impatiently and scuffing his hooves against the dusty ground. He's just as hungry as you are.
I know. Let's get you something to eat.
Food and water does sound good round about now, but you know you ought to swing by the sheriff's office to get the latest on the bounty.
No, I feel like we should get food first for the horse too. He's just had a long journey. We can go to the sheriff's office in a
I'm
moment.
starving. I can't do anything unless I've had something to eat first.
Oh, it's us eating. I thought we were getting something for the horse.
You head into the heart of the town, in search of the general store. The heat and dirt of the place seems to cling to your skin, only adding to your burgeoning sense of unease.
The sooner I can catch this guy and cut loose, the better.
You pivot to see a man leaning against a railing,
Who is this?
a bottle
The first
smashed
person
at
that
his
we're
feet.
meeting.
Another one.
I'm guessing he means another bounty hunter. Say, huh?
Huh? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you gonna pollute this town with your dirty gold, are ya?
So, yeah, not doing anything. Draw your gun. I mean, I don't think we need to do that. Brush him off, mock him. Let's just brush him off.
Whatever.
He's just drunk.
You ain't worth my time.
Hell yeah, girl.
You
Know
shake
your
your
worth.
head and walk away, then pause as the man sneers behind your back.
Not as much.
Ooh. Should maybe turn back since he's being a bit sassy with us?
Something about his tone makes you pause. You glance back over your shoulder.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know what they say about this town? About what happens if you stay too long? You ain't got a clue, do ya?
Before you can press him further, a man pushes past from behind you. He tackles the inebriate to the dirt, landing a few hard kicks as the drunk curls against the ground defensively.
Maybe a bit too much force for a simple drunkard.
Maybe go easy on him
He
a bit.
turns to you then, giving you a slow once-over. Judging by the state of his attire, you can only assume he's one of the sheriff's rangers.
What's got your eye, stranger?
Oh, I do not like his tone.
There's nothing to see here. Move along now.
Challenge him, keep your head down. Oh, I kind of want to stick up for the drunkard, even though he's a bit of an ass to us. I don't think there's any need to be beating him as much as he sounds like he's beating him. Let's challenge him.
And here I thought this was a free country. You got something to hide, lawman? Is that it?
Yeah, let's be sassy.
The ranger's jaw tightens.
This will have consequences.
His fingers twitching near his belt. For a moment, it seems like he might make a move, but then his shoulders relax, and he gives you a dry, humorless smile.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize
Best
our
be
choices
on
had
your
consequences.
way, outsider.
Darn well right I'll be on my way.
You find your way to the general store and grab the first big loaf of bread you lay your eyes upon.
Could I interest you with some carrots? Dug
she's
up fresh
pretty.
this morning.
Yeah, let's get some carrots for
After
the horse.
everything your horse has endured, a handful of carrots feels like a well-earned treat.
Bread and carrots. Let's see, that's 25 cents in total.
You pat your pockets, frowning. That loose change was there earlier, wasn't it? Did some coins fall out when you dismounted, or did someone lift it off you?
Been robbed already?
Surely not.
You missing something? Yeah, I can tell by the look on your face. Bless your heart, you must be new here.
I keep moving away from her.
Best be careful in Cortez Creek. There's a lot of crooks about. The thieving type.
Who robbed us? The drunk guy or the sheriff's deputy or something?
Thanks for the tip.
At least you still have your purse. You take out the money and pay the shopkeeper.
You take care of yourself now, and keep an eye on them thieves.
Thanks, lady.
You wolf down the bread and drink your fill of water from the well.
That'll do. Time to see what the sheriff knows about little Louie.
Little Louis. I think I've
You
seen
turn
Little
the
Louis
corner
before.
and find yourself in the heart of Cortez Creek, the town square.
I don't want to keep stopping and rambling on, but I feel like there's so much I can say about this already, and we're only like 5-10 minutes in. So I apologise, but I'm loving this so much so far. The sound design and the music's really good. As I said before, the visuals are stunning. I love the voice acting. And also, I really love that our character is a bit more of a curvier lady. As a curvy girl myself, I really appreciate that. Anyway, I'm going to stop glazing this game so much and carry
The
on.
sheriff's office stands at the center, but your attention snaps to the noisy crowd gathered outside.
A crowd? This doesn't look promising.
Who's this?
All right,
Oh,
settle
sheriff.
down now. Settle down.
You step closer, spotting a man on the porch addressing the crowd. He must be Sheriff Hargreave.
I agree.
I know y'all want answers, and you'll get them. Just hold your peace for a spell.
You push through the crowd, but it's packed tight. Over someone's shoulder, you catch a glimpse of a ranger pulling down a wanted poster. You strain for a better look, and to your dismay, it's a poster of little Louie.
Oh crap, have we lost another bounty?
I can confirm that as of noon today, the blight known as Little Louie has been caught.
I wonder if this would have been the same had we not stopped for food and a drink?
Well, shit.
This capture finally puts an end to the series of criminal activity that has been plaguing our good town of Cortez Creek for some time now. Little Louie has confessed to all of his crimes. And now, God will pass judgment on him for his sins. Judgment that will be carried out at dusk in this town square on this very day.
Crowd cheers once again. Dejection settles in the pit of your stomach.
Little Louie is caught. The bounty is gone. Now what?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm a busy man, and I have a hanging to prepare for.
The sheriff goes back inside, followed by his rangers and the stripped-off wanted posters. You stand rooted to the ground. You really needed that bounty. The two men in front of you shrug as they turn to walk away.
I didn't hear the sheriff announce who called him.
He didn't say, but if I had to guess, I'd bet my boots it was that wildfire again.
Who's Wildfire?
Wildfire? Excuse me, what do you mean by wildfire?
You ain't heard of wildfire? What? You been living in a prairie dog hole for the past year?
The man shoved past you, laughing.
Oh, thanks for nothing.
Well then, that was a warm welcome.
He stands still as the crowd thins, leaving you alone outside the sheriff's office.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
This town has been unwelcoming since the moment you set foot on its dirt.
Yeah, this town hasn't been very welcoming so far.
It's filthy, harsh, unpleasant in every sense of the word. And you've somehow even managed to be robbed in the short time you've been here. You tilt your hat lower over your face, scowling. If it were up to you, you'd head straight back on the road, far away from this rat-infested town, in search of your next bounty. But you don't even know who or where that might be. For a crime-ridden town like Cortez Creek, surely there's a few crooked characters with bounties on their head, right? Drunks, public beatings, thieves.
Damn. Speaking of thieves, just left my poor horse tied to that hitching post. Judging by how shady this town is turning out to be, that was likely a fool move.
Oh, please don't tell me our
I
horse
better
has
check
been
on
robbed.
him. I hope I'm not too late.
The streets grow quieter as you approach the hitching post, a sense of unease prickling at the base of your neck. Your horse comes into view, but he doesn't seem to be alone.
Who's with my horse? Oh, please don't be stealing my horse.
A broad-shouldered man stands by the hitching post, his hands working the rein. You stop in your tracks. It's just what you feared. Someone is trying to steal your horse.
Hey, get off my horse. Yell at the man to back off, approach calmly. I feel like so far I've done anything but be calm, so I feel like that's our character now, is a little bit hot-headed. So let's yell at more men.
Hey you, back away from my horse.
The shouting startles your horse,
Who's this?
who rears up with a whinny, bumping into the man and nearly knocking his hat off.
Let's ask what he was doing before we apologise.
Serves you right for acting so darn suspicious.
My apologies, partner. You're right. I didn't mean to alarm you.
Hi, Tom.
Care to tell me what you're doing with my horse?
You shift your glare to his hands and realize he's only feeding your horse some hay.
Okay, now I feel kind of bad.
You feel a mite bit sheepish.
I just noticed this remarkable fellow looked rather hungry, so I gave him something to eat. I hope you don't mind.
Sorry, my bad, Tom.
I take it he's yours. What's his name?
Yeah, let's tell him. He's been nice so far. Oh, Aces, Commodore, Zephyr, input or name. I'm gonna name him Joel, after Joel Miller.
Is that so? Well, it's a fine name for a fine horse.
Thanks.
Pardon my
named after a
forwardness,
dilf.
but if you're planning on staying the night, you might want to consider moving him to the livery stables. Cortez Creek, it's not the safest place after dark.
I feel like there's like 3 characters I think you can romance in this. It is just a demo, so I don't know if they will be the only characters you can romance in the full game. I'm not sure yet. But I definitely think Tom is going to be my pick, just simply because he looks like an old man, which is right up my alley.
We've had some trouble with horse thieves around here lately, and I'd hate to see your horse here fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, he says Joel.
He pauses, glancing at your horse with a genuine look of concern.
Delivery secure, and I'll make sure he's well looked after. You have my word.
Thanks, Tom. Be civil, don't be civil. No, we'll be civil.
Please do. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, cute little smile.
You walk with the man as he leads your horse to the stables, a short distance away.
Here we are.
How much for one night's boarding?
It's a quarter.
You hand him the money.
Much obliged. Oh, and I'm Tom, by the way. Tom Porter.
Nod, hold out your hand. No, we'll be polite. He was feeding our horse, and he's the only person that's been nice to us so far since coming to Cortez Creek.
He smiles and gives your extended hand a shake, his grip firm and calloused.
Please tell me he's got big hands. I'm Kay.
Nice to meet you. You're new to Cortez Creek, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Let me guess. You're a bounty hunter here on business.
Huh? How could you tell?
You just seem the type, that's all.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
Whatever that means. I came here for the bounty on little Louis Shepherd, but looks like I'm a little late to the rodeo.
Oh? How's that?
The sheriff just announced that he's already been caught.
Ah, is that so?
He looks straight down at his hands as he adjusts your horse's reins. He doesn't look particularly moved by the news.
Ask about wildfire, ask about the town. Let's ask about wildfire.
I heard some people talking about wildfire. I don't suppose you know what that is?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the best person to ask about these sort of things.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. I didn't mean to make you nervous.
I try to keep to myself. Just me, the horses, and the cattle. You could say I like to keep things in my life as stable as possible. Get it?
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, don't be mean. He's got like such a dad sense of humour and a dad bod.
That is
What's
one
not to love?
terrible pun. So, have you always lived in Cortez Creek?
Yep, Cortez, born and raised. It's a beautiful place. At least it was until things got a little, rough around the edges in recent years.
God, this just image of Tom right now is stunning. I'm trying my best not to be spending so much of this video thirsting so much, but I do suppose that is the point of these dating sims. Rough around the edges, what happened? Let's ask what happened.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, it's not too often a town gets a second gold rush. That amount of wealth attracts a great deal of prospectors, traders, general wealthy folk.
Is this Joel that he's next to? Is this our horse? It looks like it.
But unfortunately for Cortez Creek, these sort of people also draw a considerable number of undesirables, people looking for trouble.
He glances away, looking uneasy.
Press for more information, leave it. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want to make him more uncomfortable. We'll just leave it.
I better find some place to stay for the night. Thanks for looking out for my horse.
It's my pleasure.
Are you gonna watch the hanging tonight?
Oh no, I've seen enough hangings in my time. Don't have the stomach for it anymore.
Ah, and I almost forgot.
You take the carrots out of your bag.
I bought these earlier. Feel free to share them up between the horses.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that we've done that. That's sweet.
That's very kind of you. I'll be sure to do that.
See you around, Tom.
You take care.
I
You
hope we do
retrace your
see Tom
steps to the
around.
town square and find a hotel on one of the side streets. A man stands outside the entrance, shooing away some rats with a broom. He looks up and smiles at you.
Howdy, traveler. You look like you could do with the rest. Can I do you for a room?
Ignore the rats, comment on the rats. I mean, surely we're used to rats. Let's ignore the rats.
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Follow me. I'll get you all squared away.
He chases away one last rat before opening the hotel door for you and beckoning you to enter.
Did I make a mistake not commenting on the rats?
I dare say you came here at just the right moment. We're awfully busy here at the best of times. But what with the hanging of that valiant brute, little Louis, tonight, bringing all the looky-loos from yonder county, we're expecting to be fully booked up once the crowds get here. Horrid little man, that little Louis. Glad he's getting what he deserves.
Did you know him?
Did you know him?
Not personally, no, but one hears what folks say about him. Anyway, it's just one night you'll be staying, that correct?
Yes. I'll be leaving come sunup. And not a moment later.
A pity. Well, I'll give you room 13. It's a quiet room, perfect for your early morning start. Mind you, you're not superstitious, are you?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
No.
No, I'm not.
That's just as well. Our other available room has a bit of a bloodstain problem, you understand?
A bloodstain problem?
That'll be $1 for tonight.
You reach for your purse. Every coin you part with reminds you painfully of the bounty that you failed to collect. And have missed it so narrowly. After days on the road, you stifle a yawn with the back of your hand.
If you plan on catching a bit of shut-eye before the hanging, I can certainly be around to wake you up when the crowds begin to gather.
That won't be necessary. I'll stay awake.
Well, I'll give your door a knock just in case.
You scoff at the knowing look he gives you.
Sure.
The man cheerfully shows you to your room.
I thought we were
To
so
your
sure of
relief,
ourselves.
There's not a bloodstain or rat in sight.
That's actually quite nice.
But you pause as a peculiar scent drifts across the room towards you.
I spoke too soon.
On the bedside table, you spot a bunch of sticks in a jar. Their tips glow amber, emitting an aromatic smoke of cedarwood and saffron. The scent is strong.
Oh, maybe I did speak too soon. That sounds like it smells nice. Leave it there.
At least it smells better than the stench of this town. I'll leave it burning for now.
I'm so scared I'm going to make a bad choice.
The mere sight of your bed makes your legs feel weak with fatigue. You flop down onto the covers. After all, your horse is resting safely in the stables under the kind watch of Tom. So it's only fair that you get some respite also, right?
I'm a little nappy now. What? The road darkens before you. Which way do you choose? Go left, go straight, go right. Let's go straight. Okay. This is more than just a simple cowboy dating sim, by looks of things. Blood on the ground. Is it yours? No?
The knock awakens you with a start, disturbing your deep sleep and washing away any lingering images.
What were we dreaming about?
You hear the familiar booming voice of the hotel owner outside your door.
Crowd's starting to gather. You best get down there to secure a good spot.
You head down to the town square, where a large crowd is already forming near the hanging platform. The place is heaving with excitement and grim anticipation.
It's crazy to think that like this back in the day was like classed as like entertainment. Like is it on the same level as like us go to see like a concert now? This is what they used to do. It's just go watch somebody get hanged. It's kind of mental.
The sheriff steps out of his building and makes his way up the platform, two men following behind. Jeers erupt from the crowd at the sight of the small man who has been gagged, and the sheriff hushes them before beginning to speak.
Is this little Louis?
Ladies and gentlemen, good people of Cortez County,
This guy's face makes me feel uneasy. I don't know why.
we are gathered here this evening to witness the final and definitive serving of justice to one heinous individual who has for many months been a tremendous blight on our beautiful town of Cortez Creek. I am of course referring to one Louis Amos Theodore Shepard, known in these parts as Little Louis.
There's a ghost of a smile on the sheriff's face. He seems to be enjoying the spectacle.
I don't trust the sheriff. I don't know why.
His capture is a triumph for the cooperation of bounty hunters, benefactors, and law enforcement alike, and I, Sheriff Philip Hargreave, am honored to stand before you to deliver this justice.
There are more cheers of approval from the crowd. The sheriff is clearly popular with the townsfolk. You look over at little Louis as Sheriff Hargreave continues his speech. He has painful-looking bruises across his face, suggesting he suffered through a beating or interrogation of some kind.
The man standing before us has been found guilty by the Cortez County Court of Justice for committing the following crimes over a 2-year time frame. 11 counts of murder, 8 counts of armed
Jeez.
robbery, 4 counts of arson, 7 counts of criminal graffiti and unlawful fear-mongering, kidnap, perjury, bigamy, perverting the course of justice, extortion.
Little Louis shakes his head desperately as the long list of charges is read out, earning him a kick in the back of the legs by the ranger. A woman in front of you turns to her friend.
You mean that one little fella did all those detestable things? What a wicked man.
As you cast your eyes over the crowd before you, they land on a particular figure. A man, dressed in dark clothes, standing on the outskirts of the crowd. Unlike the rest of the spectators, his face is turned to the crowd rather than the gallows. And you're not sure what exactly it is, but something about this guy looks like bad news.
Tom, I'm sorry. Might be cheating on you already, because I can't help myself around a bad boy. Especially a bad cowboy.
The sheriff reaches the end of little Louis's extensive list of crimes, and the crowd goes silent in anticipation. A noose is lowered around little Louis's neck, followed by a bag, masking his panicked eyes for the last time. A sense of unexplained dread fills your body, and a feeling in your gut sinks like a stone.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch this. Leave the hanging, stay to watch the hanging. Oh god, I don't like these decisions. I mean, I love that we can make decisions, but I'm so indecisive. Okay, I'm gonna leave the hanging.
I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
You push your way out of the crowd towards the dusty side streets. This wasn't your first hanging, but for reasons you can't quite place, something about it just feels a little off. As you make your way out of the town square, you hear a loud creak as the lever is pulled and the trapdoor collapses, followed by shouts of mockery and malice from the crowd.
Like, obviously, if this guy has done all these horrible things, that's awful, and he's obviously a piece of shit. But it feels really strange to celebrate somebody being hanged and to stand there watching it and not really feel any type of way about it apart from joy.
No wonder Tom doesn't stick around for these things anymore.
Yeah, can we go see Tom again?
You feel lightheaded as you stumble down an alley, leaning against a wall to steady yourself. You close your eyes and take a deep breath. The smell of rich chemicals fills your nostrils, and you open an eye to see red paint sprawled on the wall in front of you.
This is what we dreamt about.
You walk up and touch the paint with your fingers.
What the hell is this? Is this paint or blood?
It's wet, still weeping in the early evening heat. You frown as you look down at the red on your fingers, and then you freeze as you hear the click of a gun from behind you. The air feels cold and still.
Who's pointed the gun at us?
Hands above your head. Turn around. Slowly.
British guy? Okay, let's not be stupid. Let's just turn around.
You do as the voice says, and raise your hands, slowly turning around.
It's him.
As you slowly turn around,
Will he be British?
you come face to face with a man wearing dark clothes and a black hat. It's that suspicious-looking man you saw in the crowd. He has an icy, uneasy aura about him.
What do you know?
It's not a question.
Ask what he means, apologise to him. I'm not apologising to this dude that's pulled his gun on me.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
He gestures his gun towards your paint-stained fingers.
Then explain this.
You can't help but notice the man has an English accent, ironically, making him seem even more like an outsider to this town than you.
The graffiti? I have no idea. I promise. I just found it.
Your bag. Give it to me. Slowly.
No.
With his gun in your face, you really have no choice, so you carefully hand him your bag.
Oh, I thought he was going to let us say no.
He crouches down and searches through it with one hand, presumably looking for the incriminating red paint. His other hand continues to hold the gun steadily at your face.
Maybe when he finds I don't have any paint, he'll let me go. But right now he's distracted. This could be my chance to shoot him first and hand him in.
Oh my god, I don't like these decisions. Shoot him, don't shoot him. Oh, no, I'm not gonna shoot him.
Sure enough, he finishes rummaging through your bag, finding nothing that could have been responsible for writing the graffiti.
Fine.
He tosses the bag back to you, and it lands unceremoniously at your feet. You scramble to pick it up.
What do you know about little Louis?
The criminal?
He narrows his eyes, waiting for you to continue.
I'm gonna stay silent.
You choose to stay silent. The outlaw sneers and juts the gun towards your face.
Speak.
I don't know anything, just that he was a wanted man.
Then what are you doing in Cortez Creek?
My God, this guy's nosy.
I saw there was a bounty in his name, so I came to this town in hope of catching him. As soon as I arrived, I found out he'd already been caught. Some wildfire got to him first. That's all I know, I promise.
A few moments pass, and then the man seems to relax. He places his gun back in his holster, all the while not taking his eyes off you.
Finally, stop pointing it at my face.
I can tell that you're not from around here.
Ditto.
You wear it on you like a brand.
You shuffle your feet nervously under his exacting gaze.
Heed my warning. Don't get involved in business that doesn't concern you.
Who is this guy? Will you back off?
Is that helpful advice or a threat?
He glares at you, almost like he can read your thoughts.
I have no interest in helping you. I simply expect you to stay out of my way.
Let's ask him his name.
What's your name?
He scowls.
That's not really relevant, is it?
His eyes shift to the space behind you, and you realize that the commotion from the town square has died down, replaced with steadily approaching chatter. People will be returning to their houses and hotels any moment now. You twist to look over your shoulder and see people beginning to fill the streets. When you turn back around, the outlaw is gone.
Well, there goes my chance at getting his bounty.
Good riddance.
But who was that guy? And what was he implying about little Louis?
Yes, he's pretty to look at, but I don't like his attitude. I normally like a bad boy, as I
The
said.
encounter with the outlaw may have been fruitless, but it certainly helped you work up an appetite. After recollecting your bearings, you find a building adorned with a large sign above the entrance. Randy's Saloon.
Well, this'll do.
The saloon doors creak shut behind you, and you're greeted with a rush of smoke, chatter, and lively piano music. You spot a few empty tables at the far end of the saloon, a perfect place for a quiet, private dinner before retiring to your room. A good night's sleep, and you'll be up at dawn, ready to leave this sewer pit of a town and figure out a new plan for making some money. You approach the man behind the bar. He gives you a toothy grin.
Welcome to Randy's Saloon. I'm Randy.
Hi, Randy. That's blinking one eyelid at a time.
May I get a fine individual such as yourself anything to drink?
Whiskey, tequila, water. Let's say tequila.
Give me a tequila. And can I get something to eat with that?
Sure. We got Randy's famous buffalo stew.
You look around at the nearby tables and see people spooning a miserable-looking gray slop into their mouths.
Sure, why not? Let's try the stew.
Sure. I'll have whatever that is.
Randy's toothy grin widens, revealing a number of missing teeth.
Randy's not got a thought in that little brain of his, does he?
It'll just take a moment, if you want to take a seat at the bar. Aye!
What is that noise?
That's one more order of Randy's famous buffalo stew. Burley Hank.
You rest your arms on the bar counter before quickly realizing that was a bad idea. It's sticky and probably hasn't been wiped down in months, if not years.
Well then, traveler, what brings you to Cortez Creek?
Tell the truth.
I came here in hopes of catching the criminal little Louis, but it looks like someone got to him before me.
Oh, a bounty hunter. I can see that, I suppose.
He places your drink on the bar counter in front of you.
Anyway, I figured you were either here for the hanging or the gold. Or perhaps you're just one of those outlaw types that this fine town seems to attract, which is absolutely tip-top A-OK, don't get me wrong. All are welcome in Randy's saloon, you see, me being Randy.
I like Randy. He seems like a simple man.
You glance towards the swinging door of the kitchen.
Hell, this guy's insufferable. How long does it take to serve up some gray slop?
Oh, this is mean. He seems harmless.
Did you catch the hanging?
No, I didn't.
I missed it myself. I had to keep the doors of Randy's saloon open, you understand? Just as well, really. That little Louis fella used to drink here a few times. Wouldn't have felt right to watch him go. Not like that, in front of everyone.
A look of melancholy flashes across Randy's face suddenly.
Oh, he looks sad.
You knew him?
Sure did. Small little guy, that little Louis. I knew he could be a sneaky son of a gun when he wanted to be, but I couldn't have guessed the extent of what he got up to. He was dull as dishwater.
Sneaky son of a gun, dull as dishwater.
Dull as dishwater?
You know, a couple bullets shy of a full chamber. Not very bright. What I mean is, I never took that little Louis for quite the villain he turned out to be. Played us all for a fool, I imagine.
I see.
I dare say I'm glad he was caught, God rest his soul. Hopefully now with him gone, this town will settle down a bit. Heck knows we need it. And if anyone was gonna catch the vomit, it would have to be Wildfire, of course.
Who is this
Wildfire again?
Curiosity. Let's not get frustrated. Randy hasn't done anything wrong.
Can you tell me about Wildfire?
Randy looks at you in puzzlement.
Really? Surely a bounty hunter such as yourself knows all about Wildfire.
Well, I'm not from around these parts.
And what parts of those, Australia? I figured any bounty hunter worth their salt would have heard about Wildfire. Well, Wildfire's the fiercest bounty hunter this side of Mississippi. Yes, sirree. Can shoot a man down in the blink of an eye.
Was it the guy that we just spoke to then? The dark-haired guy with blue eyes?
And speaking of eyes, that Wildfire has a gaze as cold as ice.
Oh, it has to be him, surely.
Randy shudders and stares off into the distance, as if he can feel Wildfire's gaze on him now.
As cold as ice? Maybe that mysterious outlaw I encountered earlier was Wildfire all along.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
Before you can ask anything more, a man comes from the swinging kitchen door and places a bowl of what can only be described as slop on the bar.
Ah, and here's your Randy's famous buffalo stew.
Oh, it looks delicious.
You enjoy that now, and make sure to eat it while it's piping hot. Brings out the flavor that way.
It's just as gray and sad looking up close, but by this point, you're starving, so you're not about to complain.
It looks disgusting.
You pay Randy, take the stew and your drink, and walk to a table on the opposite side of the saloon, far away from Randy and his unsettling face.
Poor Randy.
As you settle into your seat, you can't help but feel like you're being watched. You glance around the saloon, your eyes scanning the smoky room for any signs of the mysterious outlaw. Only to catch sight of a woman instead, her gaze fixed on you as she sits with her back against the wall in the far corner. The air is so dark and smoky that you struggle to make out her face, but something seems vaguely familiar about her. Then you hear a yell, followed by the sound of a chair toppling to the floor.
What did you just say?
I said what I said. Maybe you ought to clean your ears out.
I didn't ask for your lip, boy. You're right near crossing a line right now.
The first man grabs a glass bottle from the table and smashes it, jutting the broken bottleneck towards the other man's neck.
Fight, fight.
Looks like I need to teach you a lesson on respecting your superiors.
Intervenes out of it. Let's
Without
intervene.
a second thought, you stand up from your chair, your hand at the hilt of your gun. Before you can move, you hear a squeak of wooden chair legs against the floor. You glance across the saloon. It's the same woman who was watching you just moments ago. There are hushed whispers from the surrounding tables.
Oh, she's intervened before I could.
Didn't I just put you away 2 days ago, cabron?
And she's got a sexy voice.
Don't talk to me like that, you darn uppity bitch. Know your place. You and the rest of you I'll show you. There ain't nothing to be afraid of.
Get him! Get him!
You watch as he reaches for the gun in his back waistband. But before he can draw, you hear a click. The honky-tonk piano falters mid-tune, and the whole saloon goes silent. You look back at the woman and see a glint of a gun held at her hip, aimed directly at the man.
Take your pathetic counterfeit silver and find some other saloon to darken. Don't make me waste a bullet on you.
After a few tense moments,
like her
the man
voice.
grumbles in resignation and shuffles out of the saloon. You hear some more whispers before the tack piano starts up again. Almost immediately, the ambience is more or less returned to normal. Then, you sense the woman glancing at you, and you catch eyes as she puts her gun back in her holster.
She's really hot. I'm
In
gonna.
that moment, you remember where you recognize her from. But there's no way. Could it really be Santana de la Mora, your rival from your youth?
Oh my god, we could be enemies to lovers.
Santana? Is that you?
She raises an eyebrow, and the corner of her lips pull up in what you interpret to be a smile.
It's you.
Taking this as an invitation, you grab your untouched bowl of Randy's famous buffalo stew and your drink, and head to her table. Santana barely acknowledges you as you take a seat. She just leans back in her chair as she pulls a small tin and a box of matches from her pocket, discarding her gloves.
I'm gonna have such a hard time deciding who to romance in this game because so far I like all of them. I think I like the outlaw the least so far, just because he was kind of rude. But oh my god, how am I gonna decide between Tom and Santana?
She places a cigar between her lips, strikes a match on the table, and lights it. The silence stretches, and a nervous edge creeps in. You can't help but feel like you've wasted her time by approaching her with nothing to say.
Ask a question?
So, what do you reckon makes Randy's famous buffalo stew so famous?
She raises an eyebrow at your choice of question, but doesn't miss a beat.
I suppose it's famous for how universally undesired it is.
And she's funny.
You laugh quietly, and she gives you a slight smile.
Do you live here now in Cortez Creek? Or are you just passing through?
Oh, you know, I'm here and there.
That's not much of an answer.
Why were we rivals?
And you? Just visiting to collect a bounty here?
How is it that everyone here seems to know my business?
I mean, we haven't exactly been keeping it a secret.
I guess gossip travels fast in Cortez Creek.
Santana smirks and taps the ash off the end of her cigar.
Actually, I just overheard you talking to Randy a few moments ago. Which bounty was that then?
I was after that little Louis guy. Traveled a few days across the desert just for him. But someone got to him first. Some bounty hunter they call 𝗪𝗿𝗪.
Santana smirks and takes another drag from her cigar as she watches you. Fearing more awkward silence, you keep talking. Rambling, to be more precise.
I don't know. Maybe you had the same problem when you first got here. Everyone treats me like an outsider, and yet somehow they still expect me to know all the unwritten rules about this place. Like who this 𝗪𝗪𝗪 guy is. Frankly, I'm sick of hearing about him. He's just another bounty hunter. He can't be that impressive.
Well, they do say that 𝗪𝗪𝗪's the best there is.
Is she Wildfire?
But I'm not so sure.
Oh yeah? What makes you say that?
If he's as good as they say, why would he waste his time being a bounty hunter, chasing after petty criminals and lowlifes?
Maybe she's not? I can't tell.
Why not do something practical with that talent?
You frown, unsure if she meant that as an insult to you, having just announced yourself as a bounty hunter. But a quick glance at her face suggests she meant no offense. She's staring thoughtfully into space, her arms crossed, with one hand lightly holding the cigar at her lips. Your gaze settles on her hand. You can't help but notice her knuckles are bruised and bloody.
Huh. What an odd sight for someone with such delicate hands.
You're tempted to ask her what she does for a living. Most folk wouldn't expect to see a woman drinking alone in a saloon in a town like Cortez Creek, except for ladies of the night, of course. Then again, Santana never followed the rules, not even as a kid. But before you can ask, she leans forward slightly, regarding you.
This little Louis Shepherd. I presume you attended the hanging. What did you make of him?
Seemed normal, something felt weird. Let's say that, let's be honest.
I don't know. Something maybe seemed a little off about the whole thing.
You don't look at her directly, but you feel her eyes dart towards your face.
Off? In what way?
He looks smug, he didn't do it alone, he's not guilty. Oh, I did kind of get like a not guilty vibe from him. He's not
Honestly,
guilty.
I don't think little Louis did it.
Santana's expression doesn't change, but you feel the intensity of her gaze.
First of all, how could one guy commit all of those crimes on his own, let alone someone as unimpressive looking as little Louis? It just doesn't add up. Then there's what people have said about him.
What Randy said.
Randy said little Louis used to be a patron here. Said he was known for getting into trouble at times, but mentioned he wasn't very bright. Call me a skeptic, but there's no way a saphead like little Louis could have done all that over a 2-year time frame without getting caught.
She says nothing, but there's a slight upward tug in the corner of her lips.
Did I finally say something right?
Almost like she's smiling. It goes silent between the two of you once again, and you let your curiosity get the better of you.
Why do you ask?
Oh, she's
Santana
beautiful.
just looks at you and leans back into her chair, her expression impenetrable, like she's assessing you, sizing up your worth. A few moments pass and it becomes clear you're not going to get an answer. Santana certainly seems harder to read than you remember. It's difficult to put your finger on exactly how, but you get a sense that something's troubling her. Perhaps she's a bounty hunter too, and she's feeling low because she also missed out on the reward to wildfire, just like you, which would explain why she resorted to drinking away her sorrows in the shadows of Randy's saloon, just like you.
Or is it that she's wildfire and she's regretting capturing little Louis because he's innocent?
How long
Maybe?
are you staying in 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Creek?
However long you are, just one night. Ah. Let's say that, see what
That
happens.
depends.
What?
However long you're staying.
Santana's eyes flicker up at your words, but she says nothing more.
Actually, I'm just here for the one night. The only reason I came here was for the bounty on little Louis, but now that's no more, I'll have to seek out other pastures. 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Creek ain't exactly my idea of a good time. Plus, it seems like that wildfire probably has a monopoly on just about every criminal in the area by the sounds of it.
Santana chuckles. Just as you think you've finally managed to warm her up enough to get some semblance of a conversation flowing, she stands up, knocks back the last of her drink, and places the glass back down on the table.
Shame you're not sticking around any longer. It might have been fun to put you in your place again.
Put me in my place?
For old time's sake.
You perk up. That was unmistakably an invitation to stick around, right? But before you can reply, she glances down at your rank bowl of buffalo stew.
It's goat, by the way. Nearest buffalo isn't for 500 miles. That's probably what makes it so famous.
Without waiting for a response, she puts her hat on and walks away, disappearing into the smoky saloon air. The memories of your youth are patchy, but even now she carries that same aura you remember, like an untamed force, capable of bending everything around her into a dazed frenzy.
She didn't say much, but I like her already.
You glance down at your bowl of buffalo goat stew. Your stomach growls, demanding sustenance.
Eat the stew, don't eat the stew. Oh, is this gonna have consequences as well? It looks disgusting.
You
Let's just
swallow
eat
down
it.
the knot in your throat, pick up your spoon, and dig in. The tough, dry meat is as unpleasant as you feared, like chewing on leather straps. After emptying your bowl, you wipe your mouth with the back of your hand and get up to leave.
Well, How is Randy's famous buffalo stew?
Tell the truth, lie. He's been nice, let's just lie.
It was divine. I understand why everyone raves about it so.
Well, calling me a tickle. I figured you'd think so. Oh, before you go, I see you got yourself acquainted. Mighty impressive, if I may say so.
Acquainted? What do you mean?
Why, acquainted with Wildfire, of course.
I knew she was Wildfire. I called it.
Real good job charming her like that. I've never seen her talk that much to a single soul. Clearly, you got some kind of way with the ladies that simple folk like me would only dream to possess.
He walks away to serve a
I love
customer
that. I
at a
love that
nearby
she's
table,
Wildfire.
leaving you standing in bewilderment.
Santana? Santana is Wildfire?
Mercifully,
this is pretty.
nights in Cortez Creek are far cooler than its days. You make your way back to the hotel, the stars above shining so brightly they cast shadows around you. You feel a bit foolish, realizing you spent an entire conversation with Santana without realizing she was Wildfire. No wonder she spent half the conversation smirking.
Why didn't she just tell me?
But if she was Wildfire, that would make her the recipient of that massive bounty on little Louie's head. So if she had all that money, why did she seem so down?
Oh my god, have I actually called it? I've actually figured out something in a game for once. Is little Louie actually innocent? And that's why she feels down?
And her comment at the end, she wanted you to stay longer, right? You weren't just making that up.
She wanted you to stay, you're being delusional. No, I think she wanted us to stay.
She said it was a shame I wasn't staying for any longer than one night. And Santana's not one to mince her words.
You ponder the comment in your head, weighing your options. You didn't like Cortez Creek one bit, that's for sure. But truth be told, you like the idea of leaving town empty-handed after such a long journey even less. You might be willing to stay if there were more bounties to be collected. But the place seems overrun with competition, not least by Wildfire herself. Despite Santana's half-hearted invitation to stay, you stick with your plan. Up at dawn, saddle your horse, and ride out.
No, I don't want to leave. I think this place looks nice.
You turn the corner to the last stretch of path to your hotel. The air feels heavier, quieter, almost as though... Then, out of the shadows, a dark figure steps into view.
A thief? Or the mysterious outlaw again?
You instinctively reach for your gun, but then the figure holds up their hands, showing you they're unarmed.
I won't take much of your time.
She lowers her hands and takes a step towards you.
What's going on?
You seek gold. You were right to come here. There's an enormous wealth of it, right beneath our very feet. If only you could see through to reach it.
Her cryptic words raise dozens of questions in your head, but all you can do is stare as she reaches out a long, sleeved arm to place something in your hand.
Who are you?
Hold on a moment. Who are you?
Who I am is not important. All you need to know is that I'm someone who wants to help. I believe you can help save this town.
Her tone softens slightly, as if recognizing your unease.
My reasons will become clear in time. For now, you must trust me.
It has been a long and tiresome day, and you're at your wit's end with her vague riddles. You find yourself taking a small step forward impatiently.
Look, lady, I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about. You clearly have me mistaken for somebody else. I have no link to this town, to this county. I'm not here to solve your puzzles. I just came here for the gold. And I missed my chance. So I'm not sticking around. Find someone else for your riddles.
The woman flinches at your tone. You feel a pang of regret as she retreats by some degree.
It needs to be you, because I've watched you. You're true of heart, an outsider, someone whose judgment is unclouded by loss and personal circumstance. This town needs you, whether you realize it or not. You are the only one who can uncover the truth.
What on earth is happening in this town?
You hesitate, not sure how to react to that.
I've said more than I should. I must go. And so should you. The fog is beginning to roll in.
The fog?
Hang on. What do you want me to do with...
But your plea is left unanswered as the woman disappears back into the shadows as quickly as she came, leaving you standing alone in the street. What did she mean by an enormous wealth right below our feet? Was it literal? You tap your heel against the dirt, half expecting a hollow echo, but it's just solid ground. You're aware the gold mine up in the hills is what funds this town's hustle, but surely it doesn't stretch below Cortez Creek itself, or does it? At that moment, you remember the canvas-wrapped parcel in your hand, nearly forgotten in the confusion of that vague exchange.
Yeah, can we open this? What's in this?
Common sense tells you not to open it here, where there could be thieves hiding in any corner, but your curiosity gets the better of you.
I would also do that. I would not be able to wait to open it.
Holding it up to the moonlight, you untie the knot.
What is in this package?
The fabric falls away to reveal a folded piece of parchment and a small gold nugget. Gold. The very thing you came here for. So why does it feel like the start of something much bigger? A jolt of awareness snaps you back to your senses, and you quickly pocket the nugget before anyone sees. The gold isn't the prize, you realize. It's the proof. A promise. Her way of proving that her story isn't just a fanciful tale. Her way of telling you that there's more gold out there, waiting, and you've been granted an invitation to claim it.
Why me?
Your heart pounding. You unfold the piece of parchment. Will it contain instructions on how to dig up the rest of the gold? Or a map, perhaps? But as you squint at the paper, your brow furrows.
𝗪𝗛𝗡? SLS, all that glitters? Is that what that says?
𝗪𝗛𝗡𝗥, SLS, all that glitters.
Okay, that is what it says.
You stare at the paper, like you're hoping some pattern might emerge from what looks like 6 very unrelated words. But it doesn't. Perhaps these words are only part of the story. Perhaps the other half lies somewhere in this town, waiting to be discovered. Clutching the paper in one hand and the gold nugget in the other, you head back to the hotel.
Oh, that's the end of the demo. Oh, I so wanted to continue playing more of that. And as I'm sure you guys can probably tell by everything I've already said about this game, I have very, very much enjoyed playing this. And I cannot wait till the rest of it comes out. So I highly recommend you guys go wishlist this game, but I will be continuing this series whenever the rest of the game comes out, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, as it really does help me out. Let me know down in the comments below who your favourite character was so far, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.